All right, compliments of the season to you, my dear listeners from all over the world. It is Boxing Day, and most Nigerians are being boxed into tight corners by the ever worsening economic situation in Nigeria. And somebody said, can't we at least get some positive news during this Yuletide? Well, except you want us to manufacture lies, and we are not APC members, so we are not good at lying. So we can't lie and put it up here. If we are being honest, there is nothing happening that is good aside the fact that most Nigerians are just going around with forced smiles on their faces. Just yesterday on Christmas Day, the Nigerian Air Force dropped bombs on two separate communities in Sokoto State, a tragedy that claimed scores of lives. And the kind of inflation that we have witnessed in the last 5 days shows that low and medium income earners will fight for their lives. They will have to fight for their lives in 2025 because TINUBU's media chat 48 hours ago clearly upholds that there are worse days ahead, because he said he's not going to make any adjustments to his policies. And few hours ago, more tension enveloped Nigeria when terrorists hit another military base using drones less than 24 hours after they attacked one military base in Borno State. And Nigerians are worried sick. What is going on here? Are these people taking over this country or what? And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that, a very frustrating and exasperating update dropped out of Aso Rock. REMI TINUBU tried to fool Nigerians, but Nigerians, especially people from the Southwest, the Yorubas, came down heavily on her and her husband. Before I give you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. Believe me, the Southwest is really on fire. Poverty has enveloped the region under TINUBU. Watch how elder statesman Bode George angrily condemns the TINUBU regime in this video. Let's take a look.
Now, but there's one thing he has consistently done, and he's been consistent on that. He's not going back on this fuel subsidy. He wants the market to decide the price of PMS. Nigerians are saying this is hurting, but the president is saying, I know, but this is necessary for the future. Now that our president has insisted that this is final, what do we do?
Very simple. It will be a major campaign issue. In another few months, it will be 2 years in office. The third year in office, politics will start. We make it a campaign issue. Are you Nigerians better off now? Or do you believe that with what we will tell you, you will be better off? You know, it's not a military government that has no relationship with the public. This is a democratic dispensation that supposedly got all the support. And they claim, Professor in INEC claimed that he won the election. Do you give a stab to somebody who has done so well to support you? And the definition is simple. Go and manage the resources of the land for our benefit. If that benefit is not coming through, well, we are getting more pain by the hour. What you should do, sit back, listen to them, reassess it, give them a little bit of palliative. Look at what happened. The day I mentioned that they should reduce the price of fuel to 300 naira per liter just between the middle of December and the end of January, because people will go home. Children are coming home. You see what happened with all this campaign? They want a smile on their face. Managing directors of banks, chairmen of these banks, what are they doing in the banks? What are they producing in the banks? What is it? If Cardoso doesn't give them the hard hand dollars, how would they be making money? Listen to the kind of money they tell people that their returns every year. What are they doing? Are they the first bankers in the world? Can you imagine the managing director of Barclays Bank in London here saying he has a private aircraft At the end of the year, he's
All
making
right.
this, he's making it. Is nonsensical. It is so heart-wrenching. What are we doing, for God's sake? What is it? I feel really, really very angry, because this is a country that trained me. This is a country I grew up with. This is a country we left here voluntarily to go back home to serve our people. Now you cannot guarantee anything, and you are saying you will not look at it, you will not revisit it. Why are you saying you are now the leader of our nation? No, sir, that's not the way to do to be a leader
All right,
of
Chief.
a nation. Look at what happened in Ghana. Look at what happened in Ghana.
All right.
The elections were held. Before the final results were the government said they accepted that they were defeated. Can you see that in Nigeria? What the goddamn hell is happening to us?
All right, Chief.
He's not saying he wants to revisit it. He doesn't feel. No, he has only 4 more years. I mean, 2.5 years.
Wow, that was Chief Bode George on a very angry rant there. I believe there are people loyal to APC, PDP, LP, SDP watching this video, and that's why I want to say these. Just as Chief Bode George pointed out there, after Yakub Mahmoud fraudulently claimed that TINUBU won the election, his responsibility became to manage our resources, not his resources. This is our resources. We have to awaken ourselves to that reality that Nigeria belongs to all of us. We know it, but many don't acknowledge that. They speak as if these things belong to these politicians. The way TINUBU talks as if he owns this country is appalling. Whatever party you support, you should put sentiments aside and view this like a normal human being should. Your policies are killing Nigerians. You don't want to revisit them. But CBN Governor Cardoso is busy enriching himself and bank MDs who give returns to you. And I think aside granting interviews, statesmen like Chief Bode George should begin some grassroots movements to further encourage the people of Southwest to collectively reject TINUBU. Of course, TINUBU's popularity is dying in the Southwest as it stands, but more work needs to be done, especially by these notable figures. Get out there, sensitize citizens against this monster called APC, and let's unite and get them out. Point blank, period. Now, let's look at the top stories. First is that updates coming all the way from Yobe State, another invasion of a military base by terrorists using drones. This update has sent tension throughout Nigeria. And next is REMI TINUBU's attempt to fool Nigerians, which was brutally shut down by Nigerians, especially Yorubas. Let's start by taking that update coming out of Yobe State. Look at how the papers reported it. Breaking: terrorists bombard Nigerian military base in Yobe with fighter drones after Borno attack, Sahara reporters. Suspected terrorists have launched a drone attack on a military base in Yobe. Security sources told Sahara reporters that the terrorists on Wednesday attacked the 27th Task Force Brigade base in Bunigari, Yobe State. It seems that is the latest now, the use of drones by these terrorists. They launched the attack around 5 p.m., but our men were vigilant. Immediately they started hearing a strange noise, and the 3 drones were shot down, a source told Sahara reporters. This comes less than 48 hours after 6 soldiers were confirmed injured following a drone strike by terrorists on another military base in Borno State. Sahara reporters had reported how the terrorists attacked the forward operating base in Wajiroko in the Damboa local government area on Monday afternoon. A military signal obtained by the newspaper also confirmed the incident. The signal added that a gun truck belonging to the army was damaged after the terrorists used multiple drones to attack the base. You heard that? Now, tomorrow, somebody will come out and tell you that they are winning the war against insecurity. We can clearly see that the attacks are getting more sophisticated, but you want Nigerians to believe otherwise. I have 2 questions for anyone who supports APC who is watching this video. 1, do you know that we never had this level of insecurity in Nigeria until Buhari and TINUBU and others came together and formed the APC. The word insurgency was a strange word in this country until that evil party was formed. Bombing was a strange thing in Nigeria. My second question is this: now that terrorists are using drones, if they turn on the defenseless citizens of this country with their drones, and you or your loved one happens to be hit, how would you feel? This insecurity has degenerated to a despicable level, and we are not getting out of this unless we expose the real sponsors, and many of them are APC members. That's why the first step to solving the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is getting the APC out of power. Point blank, period. And next is REMI TINUBU's attempts to fool Nigerians, which was shut down by the people, especially Yorubas. Look at how the papers reported it. I am grateful to Nigerians for being patient with my husband, REMI TINUBU. As we celebrate Christmas and look forward to the new year, 2025, I want to take a moment to send my warmest wishes to all Nigerians. I express my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support and patience as we work towards building a better Nigeria. I want to assure you that under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, we are committed to positive changes that will benefit every Nigerian. Some of the changes are already yielding positive results. As this year comes to a close, let us hold on to the belief that better days are ahead. Let us continue to love and support one another, foster unity, and embrace the diversity that makes our nation so great. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025 filled with joy, peace, and prosperity. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. What a joke. You thank Nigerians for being patient? You see, I don't know why the Redeemed Christian Church of God ridicules the faith by labeling this woman a pastor. Over 95% of the country is hungry. Many came out to protest hunger during the End Bad Governance protest in August. Your husband turned the army and the police on them, shooting at them. And you say Nigerians are being patient with him? Media personalities, everybody who tries to speak out is being gagged, being shut down. And you are saying that Nigerians are patient with him? Then she re-echoed their most denigrating line, which they began using recently. She said some of the policies are already yielding positive fruits. What positive fruits are these people talking about? What an insensitive assertion to make after over 100 Nigerians just lost their lives in stampedes across the nation while fighting for grains. And I always said it, I said, these people will start by saying they are doing the right thing, then they will now enter the delusional stage where they will start saying they have started seeing results, even when Nigerians are dying. And that is the same thing we are seeing. Don't be surprised next year they will wake up and say that their government is the best ever. And by then, a bag of rice might be selling for 150,000 naira. She said her husband is building a nation that would benefit every Nigerian. Only a retard would believe that. And many Nigerians, especially Yorubas, blasted REMI TINUBU for this obnoxious speech, cursing and calling out her husband's failure as they shut her up. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Papi Babs K says, "No one is patient with him. Your husband is an oppressor and a tyrant. Anyone who dares to speak truth to power gets locked up, including underage children." That is the truth. Took underage children to court that I wanted to go and try them. And you are talking of patience, children who just cried out of hunger. And Engineer Wonbiowo here says, Olori Buruku Nyon, he says you are an unfortunate woman. And that's what you are. And this tweet here by Sam Ayo says, how many people lost their lives because of hunger? People engaged in their civil rights by protesting against hunger. But your wicked husband sent military men, policemen, and agberos to attack them. The day of reckoning is very near. And Sape here says, your husband has ruined the economy and turned many households to beggars. That is it. Kunle Ayo here says, nobody is patient with your husband. Now, docile Nigerians I blame. Your husband will not survive 1 month in many other countries. That is just the truth. There are countries that they added just $1 to the price of flour and protests began. And Faisal Musa here says, and we want you to do the same patience when we chase him out in 2027. Chai. Well, what more can I say? The people are dying, but TINUBU and his cabinet members have made up their minds that there is no going back. They will continue to drain the life out of the people. So it behoves the people to say enough is enough. We are a country of over 200 million individuals, and a group of people in one evil organization cannot defeat us and enslave us if we decide to cast our differences aside and unite for our common goal. And when we talk about common goal, the first one should be to get rid of the APC. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away.